Hello, and welcome back to Baba Is You with Brian. Since last time, I have looked at some of the puzzles again, and I think I have solutions. On this one, in the bottom left, we need to say flag is win, but we also have to be active in this space in order to get to the flag. And so I think we need kind of a little player in both areas at the same time. And so the starting thing that we need to do is say Kiki is Baba. So once we do that, we've got Baba in both sections, which is great. Then the other thing I need to do that turns out to be super powerful is to say text is weak. And I have to be careful as I do this that the other Baba doesn't go, for example, one more step to the left, because if I did that, he would die. And so I just have to kind of be careful with how I push all these things around. But this will work. So text is weak is super useful because it allows you to do things like currently up top skull is defeat, and since it's packed in a corner, normally I wouldn't be able to change that. But since text is weak, I can do a nice little amazing thing that I will try to do over here. Carefully. Need to not get the other Baba into trouble, so I need to go over here, I think. Yeah, this will work. Skull is no longer defeat. In fact, skull is push. And so then what I want to do is skull is push, ghost is defeat and melt, and there's going to be a skull and a ghost in my way. And so I want to, let's see. First off, I need to go down a little bit. Yeah, because I want the bottom Baba in this row, and then my top Baba is in this row. Okay, that's good. I'm going to push the ghost into the skull, push the skull into the ghost. And then I want to make the skull be hot, and he'll get rid of the ghost, which is great. And so we have a pushable skull, and we got rid of the ghost, and the pushable skull now means I can push. No, back when the skull was pushable, hold on. I needed to actually push it down and get flag as win in the bottom section. Okay, now that I've done that and flag is win, now I can make the skull hot. And then the top Baba can just walk right through it and get to the flag. Yes. Awesome. All right, and that text is weak one is a really useful one to remember in my back pocket of tools of how to destroy rules that normally you wouldn't be able to change at all because they were kind of on the edge of the room or the edge of a wall or whatever. This one, the key insight that I had failed to have before is that we can say Baba is push at some point. So if I push directly under Baba and then start things off like this, then I want to try to go one to the right, and now Baba is push. Oops. Can come together like this. And once I've done that, I think we can just kind of carefully go and push Baba out of the room and then go back to Baba as you. So let's see, if I want to push Baba out of the room, that doesn't quite do it, but I don't need push, right? I just need to say Baba as you after this, so I can go another to the right. That destroys push, but that's fine, because I just want to say Baba is you, and Baba is outside, and Baba now gets to the flag. So that one was actually really straightforward, which I kind of expected because there were so few elements to work with in that room. And I don't remember if I brute forced it or just had the insight. But that was a nice one to get done. Now, unfortunately, this one, Deep Pool, I played around with this one a bit more, and I don't know, I'm just kind of stuck in a rut. I can't quite figure it out. I feel like I'm close, but rather than continue to get confused on that one, I'm willing to return to the map and leave that one as one that we will have to, solve on a future day. So let's go all the way back to the big map, which means I have to return to map again. I see. And I guess since we had 3, I don't know, area complete blossoms or something. I don't know exactly what to call those things up in the corner. It unlocked the door over here. It says a way out. So what is this? Oh, level finale. I'm not sure I want to be here then. But let's at least read the various words, because this is interesting. Belt is belt. Do I see something that looks like a belt? Belt is shift. Oh, it's like a conveyor belt. I see. Fascinating. So there's going to be conveyor belts. Ice is melt. Ice has wall. So I guess the ice is... Can you guys see my mouse cursor? The stuff over here on the right, I presume. Ice has wall. So presumably you could like walk over the ice. Let's actually quickly learn a little bit about ice now that we learned about conveyor belts. Yeah, you can walk over it once. And, right, Baba is hot, and so he melted the ice and then it became a wall. Alright, that's interesting. So, yeah, okay, got it. And any other new elements here? I think it's mostly the conveyor belts. There's something called end. And I don't see, no, I do see win. So I'm not sure what end is, but it'll be harder to get to, so we don't need to worry about that right now. That will be, I guess, the finale puzzle, and we can come back to that in the future. And so I guess the next place for us to go is to Temple Ruins. So let's check out a new area. It looks like Temple Ruins. That's pretty cool. Fragility. Is this going to be more is weak kind of stuff? Yes, Baba is you, Baba is weak. So if Baba's weak, he can't even walk into this little bit of green grass or whatever it is. Flag is win is already there. Skull is defeat. And rock is push. So I think if I made the skulls weak, I could already get through the first section. So let's just try that out. Wall is stop, as it often is. So if skull is weak, and rock is push, and Baba's not weak anymore, I can do that. And then the question is, how are we going to get out of here? Because we got walls, we got a rock I can push into a corner. So I need something clever to get through this. I guess I could make the rock weak next, and then just destroy the rock. I think that sounds plausible. I think I'm going to need some more room to get the is weak on through. So let's do, I think that'll be enough. And I can still get the is weak out, yeah. So let's do a little bit of this. And fragility was a good name for this. Sometimes I feel like the names of the areas give weak clues. So if I push one rock into another, or just into a wall, I see. Alright, so basically pushing it into a stop thing is when weakness occurs. I didn't have a complete mental model of weak, but I think I'm almost there now. I've been thinking about starting to write down the rules kind of explicitly, because there's a lot of elements in this game, and some of them you don't see that often. But so far, I think I've mostly been remembering them. In any case, flags win. We got the first level done. That's pretty great. Let's go on to level number 2, Tunnel Vision. And yeah, I just want to return to the map really quick and comment that since this is the only level I can get to, I expect it to be pretty easy. And then when it starts opening up multiple choices for me, like then the levels are allowed to get harder. But since you're kind of railroaded here or whatever, it seems like it's going to teach you basic things that you need to know in a easier puzzle so that it doesn't leave the players stumped. Most of these areas you don't have to solve all of the puzzles in order to move on. Wall is stop, water is sink, flag is win, rock is push, Baba has rock, Baba is move. Oh, so Baba is just Kiki is you. So Baba is just walking straight into the lake and then turning into a rock, it sounds like. So let's just go ahead and follow him and see why the obvious thing doesn't work, which is to push that rock. And the answer is because I'm one thing short. But since water is sink, it seems really easy for me to simply take a piece of text. I see. Except for the text is not easy to get out due to the construction of these walls. All right. So let's restart. If I said that Baba wasn't move, could I say the rock has something? Yes, and I think that's what I need to do. So it's okay, it's okay for Baba to go in there and turn into a rock, but then I don't want the rock to just simply disappear later. Instead, I want the rock to have Baba, and then we could have Baba as move again, and have the rock. If the rock has Baba, and I push the rock, I'll have one more thing. I think that's all I need. So if I say rock has, or I could have rock has rock, actually. That's actually rock has rock is super powerful, right? Because that means, and the rock is still push, so I can just push it, and I get another rock, and push it, and get another rock. And I could actually do that, well, I guess I'm going to win the game. Like, destroy the entire universe of water or something. Tunnel vision. All right. And I kind of leveraged that in one of the previous puzzles already. Basically, the deep water one that I was still stuck on. I was leveraging the has in order to destroy things, but get some other thing back multiple times. A present for you, which should also be easy because it's still the only puzzle that we have access to right now. All right. Who am I? Love is you. I'm the heart. Flag is win. Box has flag. Box is push. So the flag's inside the box. Wall is stop. Water is hot. Love is melt. All right. So I can't go across the water because of that. So, but the flag's in the box. So what I really want is for the box to be melt so that I can get the flag out of it, I suppose. That sounds plausible. So I think I want something like swapping these. Let's do, can I get love back out? Yes, but I have to push it this way first, I think. Oops. I think it's okay if love is you is down here. I don't think I need to move the is you down more. So let's do this. Let's become box as me. So now I'm a happy box. How can we tell I'm happy? Can't you see that the box is smiling? Alright, and then a love is push, because I think I want to bring the heart out. So currently love is melt, though. So I can't do that at the moment. But the box is not. So if I do this, then I could bring the heart out. I kind of have an overall master plan here. Hopefully it'll work. Alright, so I've got the heart out. And I need the water to stay hot because I need it to melt the box at some point in the future. I think. So yeah, let's see. What do I want to do here now? Now I have the heart on the outside. And love is not melt, but I want the box to be melt because it has the flag. But now that the heart is on the outside, I guess I want to change back to love is you. But I need to get box is melt. Yeah, I think... I'm not sure that I needed to push the love outside. I think basically after just making love no longer be melt, we were probably going to be okay. So let's change back to love is me, and now I can walk across. And I want the box to be melt and push. I guess I want the box to be push first, so that I can push it over on top of the water. And then I want box to be melt, so that it can turn into a flag. And then I want to touch the flag. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. What was the name of that one again? A present for you. All right. Now we have 3 choices, so I expect things to start becoming a little bit more difficult. I got a good night's sleep last night, and so I feel like I'm on a run right now. Maybe it'll end here, but yeah, a fresh head can help in this kind of puzzle game. Box has love. Love is defeat. Love is love. Box is push. Kiki is you. Text is float. Flag is win. Water is sink. Wall is stop. Okay, so there's some sinkable water that would allow me to get in here and possibly change the contents of the box. The box is currently push, has love. Love is love and love is defeat. Let's see. Box has love. So it seems to me that one thing I could do is do this. But love is defeat, right. So that's not a good start. If I wanted to get into here, water is sink. Is there any text I could sacrifice? And what would I do? Once I get some love out, I could say that love is push, and then its defeatability wouldn't matter. And could I say love has love as well? I think so. So I don't think I need this word box. Except I do. Because I need to... Right. Get the love out. I need to get the love out. Oh, I could borrow that box later. Yeah, I think that would work. I can walk over this, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's my idea. Oh, the text is floating, so I can't sync it. All right, my idea doesn't work. The idea was to walk in there, grab the other box, say box is push, push the box into the lake, and then start saying, like, love is push and love has love, and then just push the heart all the way across in order to get to the flag. But it didn't work. So it looks like the only thing I can sync to get in here is either Kiki or the box. So the obvious thing to try is the box, but then it's defeat. So what am I missing? I guess the other thing I could do is to have the box not have love, but I need it to have love, because I'm gonna need some love. Or the box could be is love. Or the box could be Kiki. Box is Kiki, that's interesting. Then I'd have 2 Kikis. But then I wouldn't have the box, which means I could never get any love. But I could say that Kiki has love later on. Let's try that really quick. thinking outside the box. In fact, I'm thinking as the box. Thinking the box wants to become alive and do all kinds of cool stuff. So now I could simply sacrifice a Kiki and gain access to this room. And now, Kiki is you, box has love. I don't think this helps me because now I still don't have another object to get something back out, huh? Okay, I don't like that start. So, how do I gain access to this room without losing an object? So another idea that had kind of popped into my head earlier that I didn't fully explore was taking the entire rule, boxes push, and try to push it into this room to change box has love. But I need box to have love in order to have a new item. If I said box is you and Kiki is push, then I'd still have myself to sacrifice. If I could say love is you. I just want to play with this, even though I think it's wrong. Oh, interesting. So it also didn't do things kind of in the order that I was thinking. The rule of box had love went away before the box got sunk, so there's not even any love there. Alright, so that's no good. And I don't think it's helpful just to like put love somewhere else. So haha. I think I have an idea. What if Kiki is a box? That's great except for the fact that no one would be me. Right. Then the idea is I was going to sacrifice one of the boxes. But, yeah. So I need box to be me. Water's going to be sink regardless. It'd be great if it could be box has box. And then I could just walk across water really easily. But until I get in there, I don't think there's a way to do that. Kiki is box, box is Kiki, box is push. Kiki is push, box is you. Did I play around with that already? I feel like I did. But let's try it again really quick. If I say box is you, and Kiki is push, and push Kiki into here, this feels pretty good actually right now, because now I gain access to these words, and now I could say box has box, which was going to be my coup de grace. If I said box has box, then couldn't I just walk all the way across the water? Because this box sinks, but there's another box inside of it, and that box sinks, but there's another box inside of it, etc., etc., etc. I want to now be silly before we finish this puzzle. This isn't going to work quite as well as I wanted to, because I have to get up here. But I just wanted to write hi in the water. Okay, that was fun. Flag is win. Okay, we did it. Unreachable shores. I think we still have time to at least try another puzzle. So we'll continue going in order, but where's the key? Is that anything like Where's the Beef? Box is weak, box is key, Baba is you, key is open, door is shut and stop, flag is win, wall is stop, Baba is Baba. So we have a weak box with the key. But where's the key? Because we don't see a box yet. Well, that's fine. All right. So, I guess the key is, how do we get an object to turn into the box? I could say Baba is box, but then Baba is you would go away. Can I somehow say Baba is box and say box is you in the same moment? Baba is box and box is you. Well, I guess I could say box is you beforehand. Oops. And so now saying Baba is box. Yes, still not easy to do. Okay. But there's weakness. So I could say Baba has a box. Okay, here's an idea. Baba has a box inside of him. And if Baba was weak, then we could get the box out. So I could say Baba is you and Baba is weak. And now we have a way to get the box out. Simply by walking into a wall. Boom! Oh, except for not Baba is box. So I need box as you before I do that. Oops. Oh, I'm so weak. I was so weak that I was unable to walk onto these tiles, which are just like brick floor tiles or something. Okay. Boom! I'm a box. Great. Now, I want the box to have a key and the key to be me. So I need two things to be me at once. So I think I want the key and the box to be me. Alright, so key and box are me. And I want the box to have the key. Okay, so the box has the key. The key and the box are me. And so now I can turn myself into a key by saying box is weak. This is still, I think, not going to work in the end, but now I'm a key. And now the problem is that's the last of me. So I need the key to have something. I guess the key could just have another box, and then that would be me. So if I say key has box, then the key can destroy itself through the door, create a box. The box will still be me, and then I can walk into the flag. Oops, except for the box is weak. I forgot about the box's weakness. Let's make the box strong enough to go reach the flag. Just like that. Oh yeah, I'm on a roll this morning. I guess this area was available to me a while ago, and I went in a different direction on the main map. And so perhaps I should expect these puzzles to be a little bit easier. We're at least going to take a look at another puzzle, but I'm not sure if we'll have time to finish it or not. Love is out there. On the outside, wall and doors stop. Baba is you. Key is open. Door is shut. Okay, so kind of typical expected rules. Love is win, so we're trying to get to love. Box is weak. Box is push. We have a key and an and a has. So the key is open. And the issue is we need two keys. And right now I only see one object. So how are we going to pull that off? Are we being misdirected and somehow we need to get through the wall? I don't think so. Well, I guess provided the key has something when I push it, we'd be okay. So let's do this. First off, let's just make a little bit more space, since I'm going to be pushing that box to the right towards the doors. Yeah, let's make even more space. Oh, look at the has. The has is way up top to where it's inconvenient to work with. And this little nook may have significance. I wonder. But basically, has is hard to get at. So if I said box has something, which it seems like it would need to, in order to get a key, then I won't be able to say key has box after I've said box has key. Because once I say box has key, since has is trapped up at the top here, I wouldn't be able to reverse the order. But I could say box has key and box. Interesting. If I said box has key and box, you can put two things in something, can't you? Okay, that actually sounds super interesting. So, and I could do that and push. Okay, let's try that. So here's the idea. Box is push. Box has key and box. I see, and that little nook is so that I can get rid of the box's weakness at the end, I think. Okay, so if I do this, the box was weak, and it got destroyed, and turned into a box and a key. Oh, and its weakness is continually destroying it. Because there's a key on top of it. But that's fine. The key is push, so I can use it to open a door. And there were like 20 keys there, because the box was being continually destroyed and creating keys. And I think that's all we needed to do, actually. Okay, that went super smooth. We're going to take a peek at the next puzzle, but I'm not going to try to solve it. Wow, we cleared the whole area just like that. And got another flower blossom petal and opened up to another bunch of places on the big map. We can look at that a bit more in the future. Perilous, gang. How perilous is it? All right, we have pushable ghosts. We have the ability to do some movement. Skull is defeat. Flag is win. We have a wait button to remind us about movement. Wall is stop. Baba is you. So, it seems like we somehow need to set up the ghosts to move in a useful way. It says flag is win, but do I even see a flag? I don't think I do. So it seems to me that somehow we need to get... This one's crazy. We need to get the ghosts to push the text around. But if ghosts is move, like they can only move like left and right, so how could we ever like either disrupt skull as defeat or somehow get the text from flag as win to like come down to us? Ghost is push and ghost is move. All right, this is one I'll definitely have to think about, so this was a good one to look at the end of the episode. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and next time, maybe I'll come back with some insights onto what to do with this puzzle, because at a glance, I have no idea. See you guys later.